So that'll probably do for today. Got more to do. Take off my chip shield. This is probably version 4, I think. I've had various versions. They last quite a long time, they work well. None of this fancy Perspex rubbish for me. Good old cardboard box side. Now that aluminium came up pretty well. I finished off on medium feed. I didn't go fine. It's going to be hidden anyway. And when I did the outside, I just used roughing up, just the coarsest feed I had, and it was pretty bad finish. This is probably the worst aluminium I had in the workshop, just scrap laying around, and it's an experiment I'm doing, so I don't mind wasting it. And the casting was as rough as guts, and I cast it in playpen sand, kids playpen sand with molasses mixed in. You mix in about, I don't know, 5-10%, whatever makes it just clump when you squeeze it. And I tried not to waste too much aluminium, so I had a centre core in the mould, which was a couple of toilet rolls, sort of joined side by side, sort of make a bigger toilet roll, diameter wise, if you get me. And I packed that with playpen sand, so basically I had a former for the outside, and then had a core former for the inside. And when I poured the aluminium, the toilet roll, paper, cardboard just burned up. I wasn't worried about the finish because I knew I had to machine it quite a bit. And yeah, the end result's pretty good. So the wall thickness is going to be that thickness you see there. And it's going to taper back. So that's 75mm. This end's going to be 85mm. And to do that, I'll do that on the Shoreblin, because I've got a lot longer top slide travel, massively bigger. This is where toolmakers lathe, super handy. All these imperfections will go, I wouldn't worry about them, they'll machine off. And if there's anything left, I'll just paint it, a bit of black paint, and it'll look good. So there we go, just showed you cheap Chinese lathe, machining shittiest aluminium I've ever used. And as you saw, even with that boring barrack, sticking out like it does, there was no flex, minimal flex in the compound. The only flex we had was in the boring bar itself. I could have gone a heavier boring bar, but it didn't really matter because I knew I had to do a fine run through on a medium feed eventually, and that came up good enough. And I could have gone fine feed having this blade cutter, so that's high speed steel, but not real. I mean, I don't know if you improve on it really. I'm not going to bother. I'll save the good finish for the outside. I'll definitely try a fine feed on the outside, and to do that I'll use aluminium, probably aluminium insert. Anyway, we'll see, but the next machining will be on the Shoreblin. So yeah, stay tuned, see how it all turns out. But I mean, this is what you can do if you do your own casting at home. If you'd bought that big hunk of aluminium, solid, it would have been a bloody fortune. And I just melted in all the old rubbishy stuff I had laying around. And for this job, it'll be okay, I think. Okay, that's it for now. We'll see you next time. Cheers.